Hello Fireflies, the Goddess of Fire here, back again for another fire conversation. Hot topics this week are the week of December 6th through the 12th. I am filming today on Monday the 7th. The energy this week is very, very intense feeling. It is very heightened. It is very just electric. I don't know how else to describe it. Today, December 7th, we are actually at the midpoint between both of the eclipses. The next one is coming up on December 14th. We just had a lunar eclipse on the 30th of November. So we're smack dab in the middle. So the veil is very thin. So it just feels like today, I had thought about filming yesterday, but I was kind of just using yesterday as kind of a mental health day and allowed myself to just kind of be lazy, become a part of the couch. But anyways, I was getting hits as far as, what this week would kind of entail. And the funny thing is I heard, "Let's get ready to rumble," like 3 times. And I was like, okay, so shit's about to pop off this week. Interesting things. So I feel like just this week in general is going to be chocked full of pleasant surprises. Yeah. And then when I was, doing the pre-shuffle for all of the cards, I was, kind of listening to music, getting myself into the zone, and started playing, and Kid Cudi, The Pursuit of Happiness, started playing. I'm in the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that's shining always gonna be gold. Hey, I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good. That is just like kind of the vibe. So, yeah, let's just kind of see what's in store. Don't really have a plan of action. Do have a new set of cards here today. Spellcasting Oracle deck. So I'm excited about these to see if there's any newness. Get some just some overarching themes for the week. See what wants to present itself. Ooh, trust. This is trusting the process, trusting the divine, trusting your instincts, your intuition this week. So if you are feeling, I'm looking at it and it looks like this is almost giving me the vibe of the Fool, because it looks like she is on a ledge. She's kind of looking up to the heavens. But this is, trusting the process. Looks like she's about to fall off of this cliff here. But that's knowing that the universe will catch her. Friendship is coming out too. So I think there's going to be a resurgence in positive friendships and positive connections. But this could also, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because I feel like there's also people from the past friendships that are coming back to the surface. And that's up to you to kind of utilize your own discernment as to whether or not that is still going to be a quality connection that's for your highest good. So just being aware of that. And 2 cards popped out. New Beginnings and Veiled. That's so interesting. So the New Beginnings is definitely, I'm feeling like there's a lot of newness popping off, just a new vibrancy, a lighter feel, a more happy-go-lucky type of energy. I don't know really how else to describe it, but you know, when you start a new job and you're super excited because you know you're doing the training, you're trying to figure out, you know, what your piece of this puzzle will ultimately be, and it can be fun. Or when, you know, you start school, you're making new connections, coming across new people, having new experiences. So it almost has like a curious sense. And then the fog, the veiled, I feel like this is making mention to the fact that the veil is really thin today, at the center point between both of the eclipses. So, you know, that's kind of lifting up. It feels like there's a new sense of clarity that's coming through. Just a new, just clearer vision and ability to kind of see where you want to set your sights for the next stage. So it's like, yes, there could be a little bit of a veil just because you don't know what direction this new beginning or new beginnings could be popping up. And then we had 2 pop out here. You're very close to achieving your goal, and a win-win outcome is forecast. So no matter what you're going through, what changes and newness you're kind of welcoming in, it's going to be positive all across the board. And you're very close to achieving your goal. It feels like that there is a manifestation that is coming in closer and closer and closer. You know, I've been saying this for a while, that things are kind of getting close enough to touch. You know, manifestations are becoming that more and more tangible. So this is really good energy I'm feeling for this week. Balancing out. It's interesting because I feel like we are like in a gibbous moon phase, you know, considering we just had the full moon and we are moving into a new moon. You know, new moons are about new beginnings, a fresh start, a fresh cycle, a fresh emotional cycle. Definitely a lot of internal cleansing that's happening. So I'm pretty pumped about this. Let's go ahead and get into some tarot and see what else is coming up this week. Okay, that just flew me up. I was gonna ask, what should we be expecting as far as newness? And the Nine of Pentacles popped out. So this is having a new sense of independence, a new sense of confidence within oneself. And you feel like you have that clarity, like you know where you're going, even if you don't have the straightaway plan of how you're going to get there. You know, this is where I want to go. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to be doing. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but we're going to make it work. We're going to make it happen. Yeah, there's some things that are kind of breaking down and dissipating as far as your life right now. Yeah, you've set your sights on a new direction. That's exactly what I was just saying. You know, you're ready to go, even though you don't know when the next wave is going to come in, when the next opportunity for you to surf is going to be. But you're waiting for an opportunity. You're waiting for it. You feel the changes that are happening. And with these butterflies, it's very transformative. To me, it feels like you've also been facing a lot of storms lately, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but now you're at just kind of a resting spot before the next move is made. Yeah, because you know the wheel is turning in your favor. You know that cycles are ending and new opportunities are becoming available. And you've been so patient in working on yourself. Coming out of this protective shell too is what this feels like. And taking control back. Putting some things into action that give you that emotional fulfillment, that give you that just satisfaction, whatever it is that you're working on or working towards. It feels rewarding to you. Like it's not just a hobby, or it's not just a job, or it's not just whatever it is. It's of high importance to you. Thought I was going to need some clarification on this, but I'm not feeling anything else. Because this feels like your emotions. This feels definitely like your mental space. And I didn't even ask for that, but that's just what it feels like. I'm actually going to slide these to the side just a wee bit so you can still see them. And pull out some more for this week. We're not going to take like 7 cards. Yeah, you're rebalancing and finding your center, your stability, and there's just there's a joy that's happening. And in taking it back to the friendship card that we pulled out in the beginning, I feel like there's just an alignment as far as the soul tribe, but you could be coming into contact with more people that are on the same wavelength as you. Yeah, you're manifesting this newness. And I'm gonna draw it back really quick because I said, you're feeling centered. We have the Emperor and the Empress out here. So that's telling me that definitely on a spiritual, emotional level, you're definitely within your element. Yeah, because you've let go of a lot of things that don't belong in your experience. You know what is so interesting too is I'm looking at these, like, the dots. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like a swirling energy. To me, it looks like, you're balancing out, which is creating this happy-go-lucky energy, which is helping to draw in your soul tribe, people that are along the same wavelength as you. And you're manifesting this. You're tying everything in from the ethers down into your 3D world because you have let go of things. Like it's a little trail. It's crazy. I've never noticed those little dots before. But I mean, they're throughout the rest of the cards. But this just feels like a story, like a true path. You're finding your center, your balance between all things in your life, which is making you feel very happy, very pumped up, very excited. And like I said, it's leading you to the people that you are meant to collaborate with And that could be on multiple levels. Maybe you're doing hobbies with somebody new. Maybe you are doing hiking trips, or, you know, practicing making candles together. Whatever it is, I don't know. I'm just throwing out random shit, but you're manifesting this. You have created this opportunity because of what you've released. Yeah, it's incredible healing that's happening. And a sense of connectedness. A sense of connectedness, happiness, freedom. I say it all the time. The sun is the happiest card of the entire deck. Again, this is you've possessed the strength to push through some of the harder lessons. Again, but this is also, you know, kind of you balancing out, again, the ego versus the soul. Yes, transmutation has happened. You've released so much and just kind of gave it to God. And I'm going to go back to this because it's like there's a newfound faith in the process. And the cycle is ending with you on a high, confident note here. You can't see this, but I'm going to put these down here on a new confident note with the Queen of Wands. It's that get shit done energy. You know, you're kind of tapping, if you're a Sagittarius or not, you're tapping into that Sagittarian energy. And feeling confident, feeling that burst of passion and energy and just excitement. It's like a newfound lust for life. I do want to see what kind of challenges can pop up for us this week too, because I mean, with everything there's going to be challenges, right? But you feel like you are on a serious path to success. Like, it doesn't matter what's coming up, you are going to figure out a way to move past it. And then going into the challenge, toil and labor, to me this feels like there is going to be a shift in your work environment. To me this feels like you've been doing a job or have been in a career path that is not necessarily the best for you, or, you know, what even really coincides with your internal values and your morals, you know. So I was saying, whatever it is that you're working towards is going to feel extremely rewarding. And why did I say that? There was a card I pulled out that made me feel like it was going to be extremely rewarding. Hold on, I need to look back at. It must have just been the dawning of the new day, but it's just like your spirit knows, your spirit feels, your soul knows the way. It understands and accepts things way before we do. So I think that this is, you know, your 3D self kind of catching up to your higher self and realizing what I'm doing isn't working for me. It's not giving me the fulfillment that I need, the joy, the happiness. You know, if we're going to be spending on average 8 hours a day, 5 days a week doing something, you should probably enjoy it. You should probably really, you know, be invested in it. And I think that can be difficult for people to understand too. And then we have the privileged lady. To me, this feels like your intuition, like your inner high priestess is like, look, we can have whatever we want. We don't have to work ourselves to the bone in order to have everything that we want, everything that we need, everything that gives us life, gives us, you know, just drive. You can have what you want. You can have a comfortable life and still be able to enjoy what you do every day. And the challenge there is feeling like you don't. The challenge there is, whether you're male or female, is believing in what you want, believing in your manifestations, believing like, doesn't matter what happens, if I see myself this way, I can create that. So that could be the challenge, is holding the vision. Thank you, God, that was like a really roundabout way. But the challenge is holding the vision. And it's not that you want to be rich and not have to work or do anything like that. It's just you want to be able to be comfortable without having to sacrifice so much of yourself for a job. Then we have, for support, Earth, utilize logic, reason, and common sense. And then we have the Chimera come out, which is imagination clouds your judgment. So this is kind of keeping yourself in check as far as, you know, your 3D self and your 5D self. I think I'm going to pull another one, but it's basically understanding that dreams are only dreams until you put the work into them. And then that's when they can become a reality. I don't feel that card. If it comes back out again, then maybe it was meant to be. And then we have the spider. Be meticulous and patient. So this is really about the co-creation. Like, you have to use both sides of yourself. You have to use your masculine energy as well as your feminine energy to create and weave the web of satisfaction that you are trying to achieve. That's really good energy, you guys. And now I am going to pull a postcard from Spirit for our final piece of guidance. Oh my God, you guys are gonna die. I just did. Okay. Dearest you, over here there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation, I literally just said that, works. And how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work. Divine timing. Because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways? Yep, let's get ready to rumble. You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as Spirit weaves your life's mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Loving you so much as always. Damn, if that isn't perfect. You can't make this up. You can't. You can't. And I'm actually being called to read another one because it's staring at me from across the deck. Dearest you, we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. Oh my gosh. You're stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside you from a primal place? The form of what you are growing has yet to take shape, and it is exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and push back when entering any new kind of relationship or life scenario. It's okay to admit you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive in and allow that new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life, Spirit. Okay, so this is definitely about feeling connected, like I was saying with the Sun card here. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we are so excited to see where this will take you next. We're so proud of you. Okay. We just had some confirmation and double taps on some of the messages I had already brought forward to you guys in this here reading. Wow, good stuff is coming. I'm really excited. I hope you're excited and hope this little reading was, powerful for you and gave you a little bit more of a comfort. Sometimes all we need is just a little reassurance that we're on the right path and we're doing the right things. So stay the course, stay positive, keep the faith, and trust in your journey in the universe. Until next time, guys.